ultimately, I really believe that probably the most, I don't know, the most sacred thing in our lives that we can give another human being besides our love is our labor. You think about it, your labor is your energy, it's your time, it's your emotion, it's your intellect, it's your spirit to some extent. And if you can find a way where what you do for a living activates that sense of what you're made for, then work is not work, whether you be in Fiji or whether you be in an environment that might be seem less exciting and promising in the moment. Trust me, I worked in plenty of those too, but with the same level of excitement and passion, because I found what turns me on, that makes me feel alive, makes me feel like I'm doing something that's worthwhile. And on Labor Day, I think a lot of people, it's just a holiday to get away and take time off of labor. And my hope is to trigger you to think about how could you turn your labor into your love? I think what Mark Twain has said, when your vocation becomes your vacation, that's when life becomes truly magnificent. And I'm privileged enough to have that, but I pursued it. And one of the secrets that I found, and I know you know this in your soul, is that we all know if you're going to be masterful at something, you don't show up, as the best in the world at something. You don't show up in environments that you want to be in. You get there because you did things for thousands and thousands of hours. Most of you know the concept of mastery taking 10,000 hours. It's an arbitrary number. But I'm sure Woo! Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. TGIM. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend so far. You're ready to go ahead and step into this week as the highest version we are expecting, and we are getting miracles. It is August 12th. These months are just flying by. It's like 2023 is going to be over before we know it. So super excited to go ahead and step into today, be present, and make the most of it. And as everybody can see, I got a deep topic for everybody coming into the second half so we can all dominate collectively the rest of 2023. We're going to be going over 5 tips, 5 keys to really go ahead and make the most of these last few months to go ahead and end up the year with the bang. So fired up. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of gratitude down below. Lady Boss Nikki in the building, Shane and Talina, talk about a Sunday, right? Getting set up with the vision call, with the culture night. We got Alex Morton laying out and setting the tone, the depth of vision for every one of us. Honestly, literally left me speechless getting off that call. So fired up is an understatement. Let me go ahead and get live on IG, and we are getting started. 5 to dominate 2023. Let's go. I love it. So grateful to be alive. So thankful to be able to be on here with each and every single one of you. So grateful to be a witness along the journey to be able to watch you all grow and blossom into the amazing souls that you are, doing the deep work every day. I'm telling you right now, you might not notice it, but every day doing the daily disciplines, the daily rituals, we are getting steps closer to our goal. So today is where are we at? 383, getting the vision down, getting down the feeling, being able to see it before it even happens. It happens spiritually before it happens physically, right? So day 373, Lady Boss Nikki, 50 days of consistency as well. This is what it's all about, right? Being able to truly grow in all different aspects, getting loud on social media, putting ourselves out there, letting go of others' opinions, starting to eat a little bit better. We got the alkaline, we got the whole foods going. Cedric out there in Colorado. Hey, let me know if you get to stop by Boulder. It's been a minute since I've been out there. I love it. Cedric's on a road trip traveling the world. Manny in the building. Let's go. Manifesting greatness over here. Absolutely. So here we go, fam. Today we're going to be talking about Denver. I love it. Amazing spot. One of my favorite states, to be honest, actually, Colorado. So here we go. 5 keys to really go ahead and dominate the rest of 2023. Go ahead and drop some 5s down below if you are ready to go ahead and dive into this training. And I want to go ahead and preface it actually with a little bit of John C. Maxwell, the real Block Fresh legend. What's up, brother? Ready? Check this out. So John C. Maxwell, he dropped a really powerful page right here, and I want to give it to you guys before I get into today's training. You ready? So check this out. He says, talking about taking the high road, right? So essentially, this is what we're all doing, right? We're taking the high road. We're taking the road less traveled, right? When you actually look at the cash flow quadrant, exactly what we're doing is literally the 5% versus the 95, right? 5% of people are either a business owner or an investor, and most people are not going to understand the journey. So this is taking the high road. So watch what he says. He says it right here. He says the high road truly is the path less traveled. I say that because taking the high road requires thinking and acting in ways
that are not natural or common, right? However, those who practice the high road principle become instruments of grace to others and recipients of grace. People who embrace the high road make excellence their goal. That's something that can be accomplished. Ready? He has a couple things right here. Watch this. Screenshot this if you want. You ready? Screenshot that if you can get it. Here's what he says right here. I love this. I've been talking about this page for years. Ready? He says, care more than others think is wise, risk more than others think is safe, dream more than others think is practical, expect more than others think is possible, and work more than others think is necessary. When we conduct ourselves according to our highest standards, we are less likely to be defensive and take the low road when attacked by others. I say that because you've done all you can do when you can let the criticism roll off your back like rain. Woo! Choose to take the high road regardless of what others may do or say. Imagine that. Imagine if what anybody said. How many of you have ever been in any serious weather states? You guys know what I'm talking about. They have a certain type of Windex, right? If you know, you know. They have a certain type of Windex that you can put on your windows, so whenever it rains, the rain literally pretty much slides off, and it's almost like it's not even there during serious storms, right? Imagine if we had that certain type of Windex all over our body, to where any jab, any negativity, any negative air that anybody has to speak your way, what if that just rolled off you just like a piece of glass, right? This is the power of being able to step into the highest version of ourselves. So I wanted to preface that with today because I felt like that was needed. Talk about being bulletproof, right? Need that here in Florida. Can't live without it. Facts. So here we go. Here's the 5 steps for today. Number 1, the first step to go ahead and dominate 2023 is going to be the mindset. Okay? The mindset. There's a reason why we talk about it all the time. The power of reading, the power of journaling, the power of audios, of meditation, of our morning rituals, morning routine. Why? Because emotional intelligence right now in these times has never been more crucial, right? You guys are going to start to see over the next couple months, the world is going to get even more crazy than it already is. There's going to be more fear. There's going to be more chaos. There's going to be a lot more madness out there. I can guarantee you that. But here's what Jim Rohn says. He says it doesn't matter what's going on in the economy. Here's the beautiful part of life. We can actually go ahead and create our own economy. I learned that a long time ago. It doesn't matter what's going on in the news. It doesn't matter really what president gets elected. None of that is necessarily going to change where it is that we're going, right? We all have access to these skill sets. We can go ahead and create a life by design by, number 1, believing that it can actually be done. Success is a mindset, and my mind is set. Yes, absolutely, right? That's huge. So let's go ahead and think about this for a second, okay? We're talking about going on the road less traveled. We're talking about doing things that most people are not willing to do. Most people are not willing to do the deep work every day. They're not willing to show up. They're not willing to go ahead and ask questions. This is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. A lot of times it's just that little extra that ends up separating so many. For some, it's the Great Depression. For others, it's the Roaring 20s. Isn't that funny how that works, right? For some, they're living in fear. For others, they're drooling at the mouth because there's never been more of an opportune time than right now. This is why inside of the dream team, inside of the dynasty, you guys have to understand the access that we have, this window of opportunity is going to be talked about in decades to come. People are going to wish they could go back and invest in these times. Let me ask you this. Would you go back 10 years ago and invest in Bitcoin if you knew what you knew now? Would you go back and invest in email? Would you go back and invest in the microwave, in Google, in .com if you knew what you knew now? The answer is yes, right? So let me ask you this. What if we all collectively were put in that same opportunity right here, right now? If we had a gold mine, if we all had our shovels, if we all had our bags, and we're in that same opportune spot, we've been climbing that mountain and we started to find these little pieces of gold. And we know if we go a little bit deeper, there's so much gold none of us can even imagine. Right? There's so much we can't even fit it all in our bag. We couldn't fit it all in 10 bags. So you've really got to realize the times that we're living in and how blessed that we really are. If you can shift the mindset. Yes, things can get crazy. Yes, if you look outside, you're going to get pretty fearful. This is the difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation is looking from the outside in. Inspiration, let's break down the word. Inspiration is in spirit, inspired, comes from the inside out. You see, any mentor, any guru, it's just words that they're speaking to you. But what's the difference? Something gets triggered. Something happens inside. Something happens internally where a light bulb switch, a switch just happens and a decision's made. So you know what? Today, I got chills as I'm saying this. So you know what? Today's the day I'm ready to go out and take action. Today's the day I'm ready to go out and help my family. Today's the day I'm really going and I'm ready to commit and stop being afraid of what most things that I thought were real, but in reality, they're an illusion. And I'm going to get into this a little bit deeper. So number one is going to be the mindset, understanding how powerful the mindset is going to be coming into this season. Yes, there's going to be products that don't work. Yes, there's going to be trades that don't hit. Yes, there's going to be people that don't believe in you. Yes, there's going to be people that give you negative opinions inside of what it is that you do. But I can tell you right now, Jim Rohn talks about the birds. If you know the birds are coming, if you know a lot of things that we fear are illusions, we don't need to be afraid of the boogeyman anymore. We don't need to be afraid of the dark because there's no monster that's actually sitting inside of the closet, because we have the ability to go ahead and turn the lights on any second, anytime, with our energy, with our mindset, with our belief, with our passion, with our dedication, with our love. This is where the magic happens. Mindset. Okay. Number two, drop a 2 down below if you're ready for number 2. The second one is going to be right here. Number 2, this is coming from Alex Morton right here, by the way. I'm not just giving you gibberish right here. I'm giving you something from one of the top individuals to ever get inside of the industry of what it is that we're doing. None of this is theory. All of this is documented and proven from the GOATs, right? Some of the greatest of all time. Number 2 is going to be skill sets, right? Mastering skill sets. If you look at anybody who's successful, guess what? Most of the time, if you pay attention, we'll probably notice that they just mastered a handful of skill sets. If you look at Matt Rosa, Chairman 750, somebody who's making 750,000 cheeseburgers a month. How is he making so much income? Well, if you really want to know the truth, let me give you a secret right here. Here's the secret. He mastered 7 skill sets. You see, inside of the industry of network marketing, the industry that we're in, there's 7 main skill sets to master. Learning how to prospect, present, promote, the follow-up, the close, edification, right? The perfect invite. There's a handful of main skills that if we master, I'm telling you right now, life will never, ever be the same. And here's the funny part about it. A lot of us come in, we don't know anything about, I didn't know about edification. I didn't know how to present. I wasn't that great at getting in front of people and speaking. But I can tell you right now, nothing got easier. A lot of us, we're just going to get better, right? So that's the fact about it. Skills. Building an e-commerce store is a skill set. Is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to take time? Yes. Is it worth it? 1,000%, especially in times like this. People are dying to figure out how can they make money from home? How can they make money anywhere there's Wi-Fi? How can they make money from their laptop? Well, guess what? With an e-commerce store, with trading, right? With building a brand on social media, guess what? You guys can we can travel to different hotels. Some of the trips that we've done the past couple months, we're going to be able to use this footage, send them into hotels, and guess what? We might be able to get even a free stay to go out there again. Because this is called UGC, user generated content. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, right? Hotels, different Airbnbs, they're paying influencers to go fly out to a 5-star hotel, to a penthouse, just to go stay there for a weekend and get some content. How cool is the times that we're living in now? But this happens with the skill set of building our brand, learning how to public speak, right? Public speaking used to be one of my biggest fears until I realized that's actually one of the highest paid skill sets. So what did I do? I started to learn how to public speak. I started to follow those who are very good at public speaking, right? We can look at all over. The president is great at public speaking. Alex Morton, right? Some of the chairmen inside of the industry to pick and study and see how it is they present, see how they put out their stories, see how they put out their videos. All of these is different skill sets to go ahead and learn along the journey. Nothing's going to happen overnight, but I'm telling you, we're able to go ahead and build on these as we go. Okay, so that's number 2. Is going to be skill sets. Number 3, the third key, the third tip to go ahead and really dominate 2023. Drop some threes down below if you're ready for number 3. Here it is. Number 3 is going to be strategy, right? The strategy. Now, when it comes to this side of it, I don't necessarily talk about strategy a lot because I've realized in the past, we can have the greatest strategy in the world. But you see, without the right mindset, without the right state, nothing ever happens. How many people know how to go get fit? People know you got to go to the gym. People know we have to go ahead and shift the diet. People know we probably have to start doing things a little bit different. But why don't many take the action? Because they don't have the state. They don't have the belief inside of themselves. So I don't talk about strategy as often because you guys are going to realize state is everything. When we have the right state, now the action is actually going to matter. You guys might not know it yet, but along your journey, you'll see it. You can write your journal for 80 days in a row. You can do things for 90 days straight. Without the right intention, without the right emotion behind it, a lot of that can literally just be meaningless. And I've been there. I've been the type of person to get on calls. I've been the type of person to take notes. I've been somebody to even read chapters of a book, but none of it was intentional. I didn't really learn anything. My notes went in one ear and out the other. And then when I had to go do it myself, I didn't really have the reps in because a lot of it was fabricated. So it took me a long time to realize that. But at the end of the day, if the state is not there, the strategy is irrelevant. You can go put out content for 2 weeks straight. If the state is not there, people are going to realize that. Right. So I want to get that out first. But now let's get into the strategy. Let's talk about it. Right. There's a strategy, believe it or not, for every different area of this business. If you want to build a successful e-commerce store, you have a strategy. If you want to learn how to be a 6-7 figure trader, we have a strategy. If you want to go ahead and build a massive influencer brand on social media, we have a strategy. Let's go ahead and go over them. So a lot of you are like, well, D, I don't necessarily know the strategies. Can you help me out a little bit? I got you. Say less. Ready? If you want to really master trading, well, here's your strategy. You're gonna be able to have the opportunity. Not you have to. We get to go through IM Academy. We get to go through the entire boot camp for whatever respective package that you're looking at. We get to develop a daily ritual routine to get on Go Live sessions, to not just get on, but to ask questions and to also implement. And I can guarantee you right now, just by following these handful of steps inside of the system, there's no doubt in my mind whether or not you're going to be able to see success coming into the next 90 days. No doubt in my mind. Everything we ever need is right there in Go Live. People ask me all the time, D, how are so many people seeing success? Why am I seeing others winning? Well, here's the truth. They're tapping into the resources that we all have access to, right? We all have the same educators. We all have the same products. Why are some seeing so much success? And here's the funny part. Some of them come from third world countries. Some of them, it costs $300 a month for them to get started almost. And they don't even make $300 a month if they're getting the all-in package, right? So it just goes to show the power of plugging in, right? With the skill sets that we have, developing the right mindset. Talk about mindset, right? On Alex's call yesterday, he said for the Kazakhstan event, some individuals took a bus. They took 24-hour drive to get to a bus. Then they took a 48-hour bus ride just to get to the event. You talk about having a different type of mindset. You talk about having a different type of work ethic to want to learn and master these skill sets. You see, many of us in America, we forget how privileged that we really are. We think, oh, it costs $200 to join. Oh, I can get access to millionaire educators for $150, $125 a month. I'm just not going to pay attention. I'm just not going to plug in. I truly believe that these products, this academy, it doesn't cost as much as it really should. If this costs $1,000 for each package, people would treat this so much different. But a lot of times, because of the price, our mindset, we don't treat these skill sets seriously. And I've been there. I know what that's like. But being years deep in the industry, watching so many see success, I've come to the realization it's not a matter of if this stuff works, right? It's just a matter of, are we willing to go ahead and do the deep work? Nikki, from a third world country, salaries of $300 a month. She even knows. Even on my last dime, she was active. She understands, right? Because I'm telling you, you guys can get in one crypto play that can change the next couple months. You can get in a 2, 3, 5x play that can go and change the game for you just by tapping into DCX, by getting a swipe point signal, by putting in some. Joey Medina is going to put out a fire Facebook strategy today. And just by getting on that one session on Go Live, we can go change the whole month of August because we tapped into the skill sets. We changed our mindset that we can actually make this happen. Okay. Number 3, I'm sweating crazy out here. Oh my goodness, it's hot in Florida. Fran in the building. What's happening? Number 4, you ready? Here's the fourth key. Develop 5 strong reasons why it is that you want to win. Number 4, drop this down for me. Number 4, let's develop 5 strong reasons why you want to win. And I want to see some of them down below. Let me know. What are a couple of the reasons why you must win? Not should win. 5 reasons why I should win. 5 reasons why I must win. Because you see, there's a difference between should and there's a difference between must. How many of us know somebody that says, I should go to the gym today. I should go and change my diet. How many of us know that person's not changing anything? How many of us know that they're not going to the gym? They're not changing their diet. They're going to be the same person tomorrow, right? Because the should will never be as strong as the must. You see, somebody that has to go to the hospital today because their heart started beating irregularly, guess what they said? They're going to say, I must stop smoking cigarettes today. Today's the day. I'm done. It's a must, right? Some people that have been in serious situations, right? Someone that maybe have, God forbid, gotten a car crash. They weren't wearing their seatbelt. Guess what? It is now going to be a must for them to wear their seatbelt every time that they come in the car. So my question today is, what are the 5 must reasons why it is that we're going to go all in on these skill sets, applying this mentorship, and utilizing this inner circle value that we have? Give me a couple of your 5 reasons down below. And I'm going to give you some of mine. You can write out more than 5. You're an overachiever. Let me give you some of my reasons to trigger some of you. You ready? Here's some of my 5. Valerie, what's going on? It's good to see you, Queen. Big M, I see you, brother. Here's some of my 5, right? I want to retire my family. Some of my family is still working very, very hard. They're old. They have trouble walking. They're struggling. I don't want them to have to be able to work anymore, barely having a hard time getting up in the morning. Some of my family, they don't have teeth. Some of my family, their hair is graying by the day, and I want to help them get that vibrant energy back. So I feel like I'm in a race against time. That's one of them. Number 2, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to experience all different aspects of the world. I believe that the world is kind of like a book, and everywhere that we travel is like a new page. It's like a new experience. It's like a new adventure that we get to see. I want to try different foods. I want to hear different languages. I want to see people's different ways of life. But I know I can't do that just by doing what most people are used to doing. So this became a must for me. Why I must learn these skills is I must learn how to trade. I must learn how to build my brand. Right? Here's a third one for you. Ready? One of my third musts on why I do what I do is I get a new high off of helping others, helping you turn dreams into reality. That's a high for me. That's something I get excited about. I'm ecstatic about to wake up every day and see others win, to see every one of you grow. That excites me. You see, it was cool for me to make money. It was cool for me to travel. It's cool for me to go to different places. But you know what? I realized it's not as fun by myself. It's not as fun without the team. It's not as fun without the squad there. So my newfound excitement, my newfound addiction became watching others win, watching others succeed, watching that flame finally get lit. That's been dormant for so long. It's part of my 5 musts, why I must take this seriously. What are some of your 5? Drop it down below. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Here's another one of my 5. I'll give it to you. I want to be a Nobel Peace Prize winner. I want to be known as one of the greatest to ever live. An icon. I want to be known for giving back. I want to be known for being able to pour into others. I want to be known for giving service, impacting 1 billion. This is one of my 5 why I must take this seriously, because these skill sets are a vehicle. Trading can take you anywhere that you want to go. Building e-commerce, right? Learning how to build a brand on social media, learning how to speak. This is not just learning for this business. These are lifelong skill sets. Learning about emotional intelligence. This is huge. So that's number 4. Okay. 4th key to dominate 2023. Give me some 5s down below if you're ready for number 5. Here's my last one for you. Drop some 5s down below if you're ready for the last one. Here's the kicker. Okay. The fifth tip to dominate 2023 is Millie Mills. What's up? I see you. Writing a goal for 2023. What is your goal? You can write multiple goals, but what's one thing? What's two things? What's three things that would really fire you up by the end of 2023? You see, some of you did it, some of you haven't. I'll go ahead and refresh it in case some of you haven't. At the beginning of the year, we like to write a congratulations letter to ourselves, right? We like to go ahead and write out an ideal year before it even happens. Look at that congratulations letter. You can see it. What does an ideal look like for you? What are some accomplishments? If you read this letter at the end of the year of things that you've absolutely dominated, you've accomplished, you've went through the trials, you went through the fire, and you made it happen. What are some things that would put you in tears just reading that, knowing the blood, the sweat, the tears, the days that you didn't know if you could make it happen, but you pushed through, you kept going, and knowing that every day led to this moment. All of the emotions, all of the stir up led to this flurry of beautiful emotions. And you're sitting there crying knowing that you did that. Shane wants to write a New York Times best-selling book. Mom is cancer-free. I love it. It's already done. See it, believe it, feel it. I got goosebumps as I read that. This is where the drive comes from. This is where we're going to be able to wake up every day with a whole different level of fire, passion, energy, because a vision, say it in the Bible, without a vision, what? The people perish. So what is a vision? What's a couple of things that's really going to fire us up that we're running towards every day for the end of 2023? So you know what? We did that. We made that decision August what? What's today? August 7th, and we did it. Funded trader on the stage, global team, more people job free. Seal it, see it, feel it, believe it, understand it, and absorb it, and know that it is already done. So dreamers, this is my 5 tips, 5 keys to really go ahead and dominate the end of the year. What rank do you want to be? What is the number that you want to go ahead and withdraw? What is the number of people that you want to be able to help, right? Do you want to be able to move by the end of this year? What are some things that would really fire you up to go ahead and achieve these goals? You want to go ahead and get your family some teeth back. That's actually one of my goals. I'm doing that this week, God willing. Something that's been on my list for a long time. I want my dad retired already. I want to be retired. Young Chairman 25. Let's go. I love it. Powerful stuff. Being able to travel 24/7. This is what's about dream building. This is why they call me Define Dreams, to allow you to go ahead and take some time to dig deep, not for anybody else's success, but for your success first, to identify what that is, so we can become the best version to then go serve others at our highest potential. So dream team, if you got any value from today, home and car from mom and dad, family, business back home, let's go. If you got any value from today, drop some 7s down below. Let the world know your story. Let's get bold. Let's go ahead and get out there, and let's go ahead and achieve everything that is out there waiting for us. So dream team, remember, you can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. TGIM, the growth includes Monday. We're turning dreams to reality. Let's go. It's game time. Fran in the building. Let's go.